Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 right here at Rawslowgaming, where we're playing Basque City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. But hey, we will quite possibly not get there in this series at least, or in Football Manager 2019, but we will do a retry in Football Manager 2020 when that come around, which probably isn't too far off when this episode comes up on the channel. But yeah, we'll see really what we do when that comes in. For now, we will play in this series on, and we'll see if we can't try and get ourselves promoted this year from Vanera National League at least, so we have managed to clear at least 2 divisions here in this series before we call it quits for the time being. But as I said, that is a bit away. At least we will finish this season for sure, and I think we'll probably do another season after that as well before we call it quits. But let's stop talking about that and let's actually talk about what's going on. So we are having a little bit of trouble here with University, and let's see here. So Cup, no, we don't want him on the bench. Let's see here. So I think we'll go with that we'll find him a new club, I guess. I don't really think, yeah, he's have a part-time contract actually, so I guess we'll release him then if he doesn't want to be in the club. That's the easiest way to solve that problem, really. And yeah, problem solved. So games coming up here is against Harrogate Town at home and Gateshead as a away team after that, and they are placed 16th and 18th in the league, so hopefully it should be 2 pretty good games for us here, and I think they need to be if we want to have a good chance there at getting that promotion to Skybet League 2. And we'll keep rejecting all the offers we get for our players because they are really undervalued according to my opinion. And while we're at it, remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed this episode. It's really appreciated by me and by YouTube as well, actually, so very much appreciated. And also, if you haven't done so yet and enjoy the content that we bring here, remember to hit that subscribe button as well, and you can hit that small little clock so you don't miss out on any of the content that we bring out to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So with that said, we have the match now coming up here tomorrow, and we get some pre-match tactical advice as usual from our assistant manager Philip Smart, and we'll add the team instruction work ball into the box. We will not do get stuck in as usual because that's really getting very many yellow cards and so on, with a huge risk in my opinion. And according to the bookmakers, we are pretty steady favorites for the game here against Harrogate Town, so hopefully we can make the bookmakers happy and take home the win. So let's see here, training last week, pretty good, 7.37 for their first team, so that's pretty alright. For under 23s, nothing special. For the under 18s, we have John Manning here with a perfect 10, so let's praise that. And we have Massive Gosling here actually with a very good training as well. So we'll praise him. Also, we'll try to be a little bit better in praising our youth players for their training, and I hope that that will improve them faster and better. So let's see here if we have anything special. No, not really. So we'll continue on here. And let's check the inbox again. One last time here before the match, and we got some offers here for the Haviland. Right, and he wants to move really here. Let's see here. We don't really want him to move though, since we have used him pretty much throughout the season. Let's see here. What option should we go on here? We'll go with the basic one here. Let's see here. When are his contract running out? In 2 years' time, so we'll just tell him to stay. I don't really understand why a player that is about to maybe go up to Skybet League 2 wants to go to a club that plays in Värmland National League North. That's one division below where we're currently playing, so that seems very strange to me actually. But all to their own, I guess. We have Charles and the Haviland in our midfield at the moment, and those are our best bet for midfield, and Iverson, Oyvoda, Haynes, Bolton. Yeah, all looks correct here. And Jordan is unhappy that the transfer were blocked. And yeah, I think we have the correct players in the team. We'll just check here why Jordan is unhappy. Alright, he wanted to young crew, and that could be understandable, I guess, but I don't remember when we turned down that offer, but I guess it wasn't enough value in it, so that's really why. So let's kick off on this game straight away and comment just as usual here throughout the match, and starting off, we'll see how it goes. We have a long way up to the top here, at least I just saw, so we will not get to the first place, which is what you need to have a clear promotion to Skybet League 2. So we will be hopefully in the playoff for a spot. And we do have a highlight here, the first one for Bassity. Charles with the ball, passing to Haviland, passes to Charles, and Charles shoots, and the keeper saves it just on the line there. So a little bit unlucky, but wasn't the best attempt. Charles with the corner here, and nothing too much happening with it. Charles getting a second chance, but yeah, still having the ball here though. Oyvoda with the ball passes, and yeah, we are losing interest, or not interest, possession there, and that highlight. And next highlight here, a throw in very far down for Harrogate here, but they seem to be able to make a counter attack here. We're actually Longstaff there with a dribble all the way from his defensive side all the way up to the keeper almost, and getting off a shot there. I don't even know how that were possible, so to say, but it happened, and we are not having too much time left here in the first half, and there it is actually over. So the scoreline after 1/2 is 0-0 for Bad City versus Harrogate, and shot 6-6, shots on target 5-4, possession 50-50%, and yeah, I really think the players should be able to do better than this against this opponent. Hopefully they can play better here in the second half, and we can shout a little bit here maybe, with show some passion, for example, and also demand more. I think is quite possible, useful shout here. And we do have a highlight here, and Oyebody picking up the loose ball, and it's up to Adloy versus the keeper, and it's a penalty here for Bath City in the 51st minute, and Ponticelli would take it. Ponticelli versus the keeper here. Will it be a goal or not? And it's a goal, but keeper were almost on that ball, so not that great of a penalty kick at all, actually, by Ponticelli. Oh, and the keeper surrounded himself so early as well. Strange that the keeper didn't save that of sorts. Next highlight here for Bath City again. It's a free kick, or actually it's not that they are showing. It's a second yellow card here for Falkingham, and Harrogate now one player short, so we should definitely win this game. Hopefully get in a goal more or two here in the last 30 minutes or so. The ball with Oyebade passing to Ivison here on the left hand side, and shoots, and just saved there by their keeper, and actually a pretty good attempt there with a shot to the lowest corner, or low left corner there. The ball back to Oyebode, and we might get a second highlighter chance here. And crosses over to Ivison here again, on the left hand side, and it's Ponticelli, and it's a second goal here for Bath City and Ponticelli in the 63rd minute. So definitely time to make a substitution or two after this good few minutes here, I'd say. Good header there by Ponticelli, and yeah, really good action actually by him, so that's nice. And let's see here, we have Oyebode, who's very tired, at least if we compare to the rest of the players. So we'll put in Gray, and we'll put in Stewart instead of Charles, or go to substitutes more or less. And they weren't having the best of games either, so that's all right. And here we have a counter-attack for Harrogate, but our keeper saves it on the line there. But out for a corner for Harrogate, and what will they do? It's easily cleared by us, and hopefully it will stay that way, and into the hands of our keeper, but showing safe hands there. So a little bit more than 50 minutes to go, and now only 10 here when we're speeding along. So just waiting for the final whistle, more or less, but we do have another highlight coming in here for Harrogate, it seems. Here in the 86th minute, we have the ball just outside the penalty area, and shoots pretty much straight at our keeper, who managed to save the ball there, which is good. And our last highlight of the match here, maybe, in the 92nd minute, and it's another counter-attack by Harrogate, and they shoot, and it's just wide of the goal, hitting the outside of the post there. I actually think that it was so very close that they got in a reduction there, and we are now in the 94th minute, so this will be the highlight for the final whistle, I guess, at least. Or Adloy there with picking up the ball, and what a chance actually, but blocked and out for a corner. There we have full time, So Bath City taking a quite comfortable win, but yeah, if we remember the highlights, I don't think it was really that easy like it should have been, maybe, especially considering Harrogate were one man short most of the second half. But anyway, the scoreline after full time is 2-0 for Bassett versus Harrogate. Shots 14-12, shots on target 11-7, and possession 52-48%. So a win is a win, so can't really complain too much about that, and we didn't let in any goals, so quite pleased and none the less actually. And the table, we are still 6th in the league, 11 points off from the league leaders, and 3 points clear of the playoff battle, or 3 points clear in the playoff zone. I don't know, battle. Yeah, battle is a pretty decent word as well, I guess. And 1186 attending the game, so that's alright, but not great. And we'll praise Poncelli for his performance there. And we'll try to ask Brunt here to solve the issue with Oliver. And he's unhappy to solve it, so I guess we'll discuss the issue with Oliver. And we'll try to get him on a loan. That's always the best option, I think, for players that we aren't really using in the first team squad. Then we could send them on loans if possible. Of course, it's not always possible. And let's see here. We have many players that are actually thinking that they should do more quickness training in the first team squad, and I definitely are not aware how to dabble with the training as of yet, even though, as you know, this is like episode 131 or something like that. Still haven't figured that out too much. I've actually just, as you've seen, started to dabble a little bit with the tactics more myself, other than the suggestions from the coach, even though that we are listening in the majority of the time, so to say, on our assistant manager with the tactics. And let's see here. So pre-match tactical advice, we have a lot regarding free kicks and so things like that, and we'll not really bother with that. We will hit early crosses. And training advice summary. So we'll up the workload on O'Connor and Iverson. Gateshead, the match against Gateshead, we are slight favorites actually, and not that much that we should be, which is a little bit strange maybe, but we'll take it and take the win here, hopefully, in this match that we will see here very shortly. Again, pretty close matches here, so we'll probably maybe need to change out a player or two here from the last match. We'll have a look here on our status. So the Haviland and Iverson and Haynes are actually, as said, many players should be switched out here. So we'll put in Gray instead of Iverson to start, and he can be on the bench. That's quite alright actually. We don't have many players that are really that fit outside the bench either. And it's here, so we'll play Tavares instead of Jordan. And Batten actually, which is, yeah, not too great at all. Defender left, yeah, we'll play Uglumba. Bolton, I guess you can stay, or actually we will play Merge. We'll play our really bad defense this match, and we'll play Stuart, no, we will not play Stuart. We will play Sangster instead of Daveland. Or do we have a much better option here? Oh, Sangster is the best option after De Havilland and Charles. We need another player instead of Poncelli, so we'll play Oliver and we'll switch these two guys around. Or we'll actually not, we'll play Oliver as a poacher as well. And we'll try that, and we'll focus play down the right here. Definitely. I think it's a smart move here. We'll play a little bit wide here actually. Or we'll play just in the middle. It's the best option here, I think. Let's see here. Otherwise, no, I don't know. So let's go here. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. That merge might struggle, and we will pick someone else for the captain. I actually don't even remember who they decided that would take the captain role this match, since our captain and vice captain isn't on the pitch, I guess. So highlight here in the second minute by Gateshead, and it's a goal for Gateshead here, unfortunately. So a very bad start here for Bath City against Gateshead, and yeah, a very unlucky start here. A great counter attack by Gateshead though, and yet again I'm super impressed by their stadium. It's huge actually, and so many seating areas, so that's pretty darn crazy. And let's see here what happens here. I guess we will have a hard time winning this match, since really we switch out almost all good players except Oyeboda there. But we do have a highlight here in the 14th minute, and we at least have the ball in our hands, so it might be here for Bath City, and we'll see here what happens. We'll still have it here, so ball to Sangster at the moment, and passes out to Gray here, and the cross is in towards Oliver, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 14th minutes, but it was an own goal and it was disallowed for pushing another player, unfortunately. New chance here in the 21st minute, and this time the goal will stand, I hope, by Oliver there, and it's all equal now here in the 21st minute. A beautiful struck free kick there by Charles, and a very good header there by Oliver, straight into the top of the corner. Highlight straight off from the kickoff there in after our equalizer, and hopefully it will not be for Gateshead, but it certainly looks like it. Overlapping very nice there and getting into the penalty box, and it's a goal for Gateshead here. Unfortunately, only seconds after our goal, or yeah, straight from the kickoff as said. And very unlucky situation here for us, I'd say. A very good play there by Gateshead though, and a very poor marking by Bath City, I guess, and our players. But looking at stats here in this match, we shouldn't really be in it, so that goal that we did get there, maybe pure luck, but here is a corner as well from Bath City, and it's another goal for Bath City here. We have equalized here again, and this time it's Baton that scores. A very surprising score there, but definitely standing very correctly there in that bounce, or that pass from Oyeboda. Very good stuff there. And next highlight here in the last minute of the first half. Let's see if it is for Bath City or for Gateshead. And Gray with the ball here on the left hand side and crosses it in poorly, and Gateshead here getting a chance on a counter-attack, and it's corners through here, and it's out for a corner here in the very last minute at said. So this will probably be the last thing that happens here in this first half. Goal-rich first half, I'd say. And the passing the ball out here a little bit, and there we have it. So after one half, the scoreline is 2-2 for Bassett versus Gateshead. Shots 4-7, shots on target 4-2, possession 51 to 49%. So I think, considering how much of a B team we have, they are doing quite alright actually, but we have quite a few players that are having really poor rateness there. Merge for one example, so we'll tell him that we were not happy with his mistake, and everyone else here at 6.3 will say that we are not happy with their performance. We'll continue the match here and hope that we can keep this all square, or even maybe snatch up a win somehow here in this match. And we'll see here what substitutions we will do, but we have Oyban and Charles who are definitely very tired, but yeah, the players on the bench is also quite tired, and really sort of want to rest them for the next match that is coming pretty soon as well. So we'll see, but we are definitely now in substitution time, so to say. We have a long ball up there from Oyban to Oliver. Unfortunately, the cross in were very bad, and Gateshead getting a counter-attack in here, and they managed to cross it into the penalty box, but we managed to clear it off, and a chance for Bassett instead to make a counter-attack, and it's Oliver, and then he shoots, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 67th minute, and a super goal there actually by Oliver, finishing on one touch by that beautiful pass by Charles, I believe. Was it one touch? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, one touch straight up into the corner of the goal. Beautiful structure actually. So let's see here. We are in the 71st minute. We still haven't made any substitution. I think we need to do one. I don't really want to put Jordan in, or Stewart or Iverson. Stewart I can put in though. That is not a problem. Iverson don't really want it, and not Poncelli either, so we'll do that for now and wait a little bit, and then we'll do Oyode and for merch as well, I think. And another chance here for Bassett Adloy with the ball here on the right hand side, and to Oliver, and he gets on the rebound, and it's another goal here by Oliver, and for Bassett here now extending the lead to 4-2, and Oliver completing his hat-trick there, all alone there in his markings pretty much, and first to the ball and getting to that rebound that their keeper lets out. Very good evening here for Oliver tonight, and reaching the 80-minute mark here now, and another highlight here. This time it will be a counter-attack for Gateshead, I were about to say. It certainly looked like it, that there were going to be a miss or something like that, but not too sure what's going on right now, but with the ball going back and forth there are like a pinball pretty much, and waiting on what will actually properly happen, and it's Gateshead who are through here and managed to shoot it well wide of the goal. And they are very good chance here. So we'll take Jordan in instead of Merch here, who's having a bad game, and we'll play Iverson instead of, or actually we'll switch Gray around here with Oyabode and play Iverson instead of Oyabode for the last 10 minutes. And just waiting for the final whistle here. 4 minutes to go, or a little bit less actually. the highlight for the final whistle. This should be. And maybe we can snatch another goal. A free kick given for Bassitter actually, so let's see if we get to take it. No. So the final scoreline for Bassitter versus Gateshead 4-2. Shots 8 to 17. Shots on target 77. Possession 46 to 54%. So a very good game here by our players actually, and Barrett having a strong influence in this game, and Oliver of course. So two key players here, I'd say. Oliver and Barrett having a really good games there, and Batten of course having a pretty good game as well with his goal. Defenders are having so high ratings if they manage to get a goal. It's pretty ridiculous actually, I think, but it's how the game really is played, so to say. And after that match, we're now up still 6th in the league, 8 points off from the league leaders and 5 points clear of the being outside the playoff zone at the moment. And let's see here. Yeah, can't praise Oliver. And anyway, that will be everything for this episode, so remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed the content, and if you haven't also already, hit that subscribe button as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Rawslowgaming. Thank you and bye bye.